Hi, Pulling fans. Greg Randall here, NTPA Office General Manager. I'm with a brand new competitor for 2015, Brian Bricker. Brian's from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. And if you notice behind us, there's a very familiar tractor for some of you veteran pulling fans out there. This tractor used to be Jerry VanDorpe's, Hall of Famer Jerry VanDorpe. And Brian, welcome to the NTPA circuit.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Now, you are a true rookie with us. Tell us a little bit about your pulling background, and being from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, there's quite a few known competitors from that area.
Sure is. Denny Hurst runs Grand National Mini. Bob and Patsy Martin. Martins were for Pro Stock John Deere's there, and they ran the national circuit with you folks, and just decided to do just something we really wanted to do. And when Jerry's tractor come up for sale, I talked to the one son, and I can't remember his name, and that's kind of how the deal got done. It just went from there.
Well, pretty interesting. I noticed that you're now a 1586 sheet metal. It was a 986. Yeah. Tell a little bit about picking the tractor up and some of the changes you've done. Still working with Max Simpson, who Jerry worked with.
Yeah. Max Simpson's as good as gold. I mean, that fella. If Max can't help you and get you straightened out, he's just a good guy. And I enjoyed working with Max. I just talked to Max this morning. And when we bought the tractor off VanDorpe's, I didn't do a whole lot to it. Max said, to go to the next level above this, he says, you're really going to have to spend a lot of money. And he says, if I was you, I'd just wait till you build your new component and then go from there. But VanDorpe's are really nice people. Kind of felt bad when we hauled the tractor out. And, Corky had told me it was in the family for 31 years, and that's Jerry's wife. And it was a sad day, and it was a rough day. It was not nice to see her upset, but she, in a way, was glad to see it go.
Yeah, and I remember when Jack Grant had it, I was probably in my younger elementary school years there, and remember that. Tell us a little bit about what you do for a living.
I'm actually in the school bus business. I am a contractor to the Chambersburg Area School District. We have 32 school buses running every day. We do a lot of field trip work to Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, and we do airport shuttle work, and keeps me very busy. I'm always on the go.
I bet so. Well, you mentioned a new tractor coming. That's at least for the 2016 season. If all things go well, probably 2017. But you've joined the NTPA Grand National ranks. This is a pre-committed competitor, and we're just a few weeks away from Hutchinson. Probably this will be played the week of Hutchinson on ntpapoll.com. What are some of your impressions going into this really dogfight with all these big names in the Superstock diesel class?
Well, let's put it this way. I've been watching tractor pulling ever since I've been a little kid. I can remember my dad took me to the Winter Nationals, and that was in 74 or 75 in Harrisburg, and I was awestruck. I don't know why. I grew up with a farm. We still farm some acreage, and pulling with Esden. I've watched Esden and Blake Graves for years and years and years, not to mention all the other fellas, and they're tough. I mean, am I really going to – this is a learning experience for me. This is going to help me learn the tracks. When we get the new tractor done, I'll have just that much more knowledge as far as basically a track changes somewhat from year to year, but what you get is what you get. This is something the wife and I really wanted to do, and we figured. I talked to my wife. She says, go for it. So I said, oh, what the heck? So I called you, Greg, and that's how we got the ball rolling.
Absolutely. We're always welcoming to new competitors, and I know it'll be a great experience for you. Well, we've tantalized the fans a little bit without the new machine. Divulge what you can on the makeup, who's doing what, and those sort of things, if you can.
Motor-wise, it's 4 turbo, 15 millimeter Sigma pump. It's a hyper pump. Everything's still Hypermax, pretty much the way Jerry left it. This winter, Max Simpson went completely through it. Found the crank was cracked, and then we magnafluxed the crank was cracked. Put a new crank in it, freshened everything up. He went through everything. Turbos, head, you name it. And the only thing that wasn't going through was the injectors and the pump. And we knew they were good. And we put a new set of tires on the back. Other than that, and I just talked to Max Simpson this morning. I said, Max, I don't know what you get. I ran the biggest gear I had last night. And I said, I've never done that in the 3 passes I made before. I said, man, the old girl ran good. I don't know what you did to it, but boy, she's working.
I was standing at the starting line, and the tires really did hum off the line. It was very impressive. With this new tractor that's going to be in the future, you got some pretty heavy hitters working on that as well.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've been waiting for 2.5 years with Tim Mingler. And as far as I'm concerned, Tim Mingler is the best chassis man in the country. To me, he's worth the wait. He's a good man, down to earth, straightforward, tells you about the way it is. And as a competitor, anybody that's in the pulling business, no matter what class you run, you want someone that's just straight with you. You know, don't beat around the bush. Just tell it the way it is. Give me your input. And Tim Mingler's doing the chassis. Hawthorne Tire will be probably doing my tires again. Max Simpson is, I had to talk Max into putting her together for me, and Max him hauled around about it. He says, oh, okay, Brian, we'll do it for you. So that's, you know, Max, and of course Hypermax, Jeff at Hypermax, been talking to him. We've been talking pumps and turbo wise. That'll be Max. So.
Well, it sounds like an awesome machine coming out, and pulling fans, you got a lot to look forward to from Brian Bricker, Chambersburg, PA. Look for him at the Power Pull Nationals in Hutchinson, Minnesota as his Grand National debut. Fans, remember to stop by ntpapull.com for more interviewing exclusives.